So today I'm going to show you guys how to install the or assemble the SkyBound Eos sensory oval trampoline. Seems that there's some confusion about how to assemble the frame, and today I'm going to show you how to assemble the frame easily. So first things first, just make sure that you have the correct pieces in the correct locations. The trampoline is 4 feet wide, so you want these frame parts to be on the same side, and that's going to be for the handle later on. So the ends over here on this side don't have that. They don't have those frame pieces. So you're just going to align these, and then you're gonna kind of slide them in. They're not going to go in all the way, and the reason why is because this is bowed out a little bit. So that way when you have all the springs connected to the frame, the spring will place a lot of tension on these ends over here, more so than they will on this side, and that's why they're bowed out. So that way once the springs are attached, it'll kind of align and straighten up. So you're just going to go around and just make sure that these are all in slightly, and I'm going to go do that, and I'll show you in just a second. So I just kind of connected the sides over here. Right here on this end, you'll notice that it's not fully in. That's okay, not a problem. But just make sure that the push button that is over here is inside here somewhere. You don't want it leaving out. And the reason why is because when the springs are connected, you're gonna have to force that push button to go inside with all that tension going on, and it's just not going to be a fun experience. So just make sure that at least you have that push button pin inside the steel somewhere. Okay. Next step is I'm going to go and take this part over here and connect it, and that part over here and connect it. And again, they don't have to go in all the way. They just have to be in partially at least. Okay, so now I have the whole frame connected. It was easier to connect this side and this side first, and then slide these together. These sides do not have pins, but these sides do have pins. Okay, so now the next step is to attach the mat with all the springs on them. It is going to require a little bit of force, so you do have to have a little bit of strength. But once the springs are in, the frame should pop together. Okay, so I got some of the springs on. I did forget to mention that when you do install the trampoline springs, you want to make sure that you start with one side and then go to the opposite side, and then start over there and then do this side first. These don't have springs on them yet. The corners don't have springs yet. If you went in a full circle, it can create warping on the mat. It's the same concept with every trampoline you're ever going to assemble. Same holds true for some of these bigger trampolines. Yes, that's a beanbag. Now the springs are a little bit unique. Well, not the springs. These right here, they're not like traditional V-rings. These are a lot stronger than V-rings are. And that's because the spring is smaller. It's going to create a lot more tension on this mat than, say, a bigger one where you want more flexibility on the bigger mats. So you'll see that there's still that gap right here. That's not a problem. This one closed up a little bit. This one closed up a little bit. And this one closed up a little bit. Once we go ahead and attach the springs, now that corner, then that corner, then that corner, then that corner, and then we fill in the gaps after that, the trampoline should be fully popped into place. Okay, so I got all the springs together. Most of the frame has connected on its own. I didn't really put any force into it. You see it's gone in all the way over there. It's gone in pretty much all the way over there. And I have one side that didn't go in all the way. There's still some gap. That's okay, because all you have to really do is just tap the frame a little bit, which I can't really do while I'm holding a camera. But if you just tap the frame onto the ground, just kind of wiggle it in, It shouldn't require any force at all. It should just pop right in. You'll hear it. So I was able to get the frame completely together. All the joints are connected 100% of the way. Right there and right there. And the way I did it, well, initially I thought you could do it this way because that end piece was not fully connected, but actually it was better to tap it in this way. That helped bend the pieces enough so that way the circular frame would just slide right into each other. I literally just picked it up and dropped it a couple inches. Didn't really throw it or anything like that. It was super light amount of pressure, and it just snapped right in. So that's it. Other than that, it's just popping the handles in, which should be an easy task, and then putting the pad on, and then putting these rubber feet in. Those need to get screwed in, and some other stuff. But the frame was the big issue, and that is how you solve it.